So in this video we will discuss about how to create your analytical view, and in the analytical view how can we add variables and input parameters, right? So what is a variable and what is an input parameter? So for example, if you know about the calculated columns, in the calculated columns we have discussed in one of the previous videos that we have where we have created the calculated columns in the attribute views. So there we have discussed about the calculated columns. Calculated column is again for your recollection purpose. Calculated column is nothing but a column which can be derived by performing some operation, some calculation, any of the calculation that you can perform and you can get. Suppose based on some principle you can just uh, add two columns and produce the other column, or you can just add columns, or you concatenate two columns and produce the other column. So in any one of that you can create a calculated column. So when you create a calculated column here, in the calculated column, suppose I created a calculated column saying that a discount, this discount percentage, so 30% or 20% or whatever it is. So if you are performing this discount, you are giving this discount at various levels, various point of time you will be providing the discount in a different percentages, right? Sometimes you may be giving 20%, sometimes you may be giving 30%, sometimes you may be giving 15% discount. But you want to analyze this percentage of the discounts, you have to provide the end user. So for example, if an end user who is a manager from a branch in Hyderabad wants to run this report, in his store he is giving 10% as a discount and or 15% as a discount. But whereas the other person who is again a manager from a store in US, he is offering 30% on Christmas sale. Now in the same December you are operating this, but the two stores in the different geographies are offering different percentages as a discount. So how do you deal with this? So, but you have a calculated column where in which you are providing the discount. If you simply provide this discount as a 30% in that and created a calculated column based on the sales price, that will not work. This calculated column I have as a discount equals to sales price of that into whatever that it is 0.3. If based on my condition, if I just created this attribute view with this column, so if this is used by the person who is operating with a lower discount rates in Hyderabad, for him also this 30% is applicable. Somebody from Japan, they are offering 20% discount as the end of the year sale. End of the year sale, they are offering at 20% flat on all the items. So how can we deal with this kind of situations? So to deal with this kind of situations, we have something called input parameters. So you can provide the amount or the value of the discount just before generating that particular view or generating the report based on that particular view. For example, so it's same. So end user manager from Hyderabad, India is generating. So it will to enter discount. So then what he will do? He will enter 20%. So based on this 20%, you can, if it is 20%, you just do this. If it is 30%, you do this. If 50%, you do this. So you can design your calculated column based on the input that you have provided. So the manager from US, what he can do? He can say that if he is from Orlando, right? Orlando, and it is in Florida state, US. Orlando, Florida state, US. When it comes to him, he might be offering 30% on Christmas, because same month, but here it is 20%, there it is 30%. So he can enter 30% as a discount. So that discounted price and the rest of the things will be calculated based on that. So this is it. This is about where we need your input parameters. This is one case. In another case, for example, you want to perform some currency conversion. Perform currency conversions. How do you do this? So if it is, your currency is US dollar, today it is 64 to India, 64 INR, USD 1 equals to INR 64 today, but tomorrow it may be different. So you want to calculate these currencies conversions based on the current conversion ratios. So you can use these input parameters and you can supply the values from the different sources for this thing. So this is where you can use your input parameters. I am going to show you how to create an input parameter and how can we use that for the first scenario. Okay, let us see. We'll go to HANA Studio. In the HANA Studio, we'll be creating one analytic views. So this is part of all reports. So you can generate a report based on analytic view. We generally don't go for generate a report on the attribute view, because we don't have anything to analyze in the attribute view. So we don't have any key figures or measures in the analytic view. So you just come down here and we will create an analytic view, and which will take the values from this particular attribute views as well. So go to analytic view. My package is JH HANA, right? Right click on this and create new analytic view, and analytic view name is analytic view, analytic underscore view underscore input underscore variables, right? So this is what I am going to create, and just click on the label copy to that, and you click on finish. As soon as you click on finish, you will be coming here in the data foundation. What I need to do, I have a catalog and I have a schema. I need to bring my fact table into my data foundation. So now, as usually, I have to pick up my select my columns for the output. I'm selecting article ID, shop ID, and amount sold and quantity sold. Just copy these two things to output. So we have quantity sold twice. Why do we have? We don't want this, it is extra added. So just remove this. Yes, I want to remove. Yeah, you can. Okay. So you have article ID, shop ID, amount sold, and quantity sold. So these are added to your this thing. Now you go to and you have to associate your article analytic view to this, where you have attribute view to this, where you have your all other attributes. Din, 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 din. Jayachanavan. Yes, I have analytic views, and this analytic views I have attribute views, ab underscore calculated columns, this one ab underscore calc underscore articles, right? So you just drag it into your logical join, right? It will not allow you to drag that into your this thing. Now I have this data foundation here, and this dimension table here, and my article ID to article ID of this, and my okay, so that's it, right? So I just map these things. Now what to do? When I just drag it, I have the I have my all properties of my attribute views came here. I have calculated columns, I have this thing, right? Okay, so now so what to do? You come here and you can create a new input parameter. New input parameter is new discount, new discount. This is new discount. My new discount is going to be an input parameter for this, but from where I'll be getting these values? I'm going to get these values. My values are static list. I'm just creating a list of values here to pass on. So what type of data it is? I'm going to take it as a decimal. I'm going to take it as a decimal. My decimal is having something called scale is 2, here 2. Okay, so list of values, add the list of values. First one is 0.3, second value is 0.2, third one is at 0.1, that is 10%, 20%, 30%. So I can directly use this for the multiplication purpose. Is it mandatory? Yes, it is mandatory. I make it this inputting this value as mandatory, right? So you have old discount here, but you should go and do a new discount. Now you have created a calculated column. So this calculated column, is this calculated column available in this output? Yeah. Oh, sorry, we have not yet created the calculated column. It is a new input parameter. So you can see these input parameters. So come here, you have this. Right now I am going to create, because I cannot edit any of the attributes of attribute view cannot be edited here. I am going to create another calculated column with the name as a new calculated column. So it is a new discount, new calculated column, new discount. In the new discount, right, new discount, you have this, and your data type of this is it varchar? No, it's going to be a decimal point, and I have to take some 10 scale 2 after decimals. So column type is going to be attribute for me. I'm not going to analyze based on the or any aggregations based on this. It is going to be one of the property for it. Now, here is the actual magic that you have to do. So in the previous thing, I have just dragged that and added it here. Now you come to here, which column, and based on which column that you want to perform this. I want to perform this operation based on the attribute view columns. I have an attribute called sales price, right? So sales price I can bring here. Now what to do? So how do you calculate? I can multiply this sales price with a new discount variable. So this new discount variable is going to bring the information of that particular variable. So this is what I have to pass the value. Just click on OK. So you're well set. You just check whether you all is done or is there anything pending. Is it correctly done? Yes, model validation. Save and validate. Your validation is successful. So once the validation is successfully completed, you have to just click on activate. Activated completion, completed successfully. Once the activation is successful, you just click on data preview here. It is asking you how much value that you want to perform. So I will be giving my value here. I'll be choosing the discount as 0.2%. So now it will be going to calculate the 20% discount and shown that in that particular column. Now come to raw data. You have your discount which is created based on the 30% discount, but you see this new discount is 32.2. So 161 into 0.2 is this. So this is how you can use your input variables for any of the calculations wherever you need calculation. If you want to give a dynamic input through your dynamic input, whenever you run your report by that report user, so you can create an input variable for that. So based on that input variable, you can write the code inside. You can use however you want to use that particular variable. Based on that, if you want to write some logic, some if conditions, some cases, whatever that you want to perform, you can do that. Okay, so this is about how to use input variables. Simply in nutshell, I'll be recapping once again. So you can create an analytical view. In analytic view, whenever you need to pass any dynamic value for any calculation purpose inside, you can create an input variable for that. When you are clicking on new input parameter, you will be getting all these things. So provide a name, choose the label, choose the parameter type. It may be a direct or column or derived from table or static list. You take the static list if you have a list of values, or you can just simply make it as the database column also. Then it will get the values from a particular thing from that column. And now you provide the data type of this particular thing. If you want to provide any default value here, if something is not given by the user, as it is a mandatory, you can let the user to do that and provide these values. Add all the static values here. Just click on OK. Once that is done, you create your calculated column wherever you want to perform those calculations. Enter the name of it, label of it, type, choose the data type, choose the column type, whether it is an attribute or a measure. It depends, right? So it depends on that. For example, if you are just calculating the salary of an employee, so base salary you have, HRA you have, DA you have, and all. Do you have number of days worked? So your actual salary is going to be paid is based on the number of days that the employees attended. So you can just see that input is not there in the payroll system. You might be getting that value from outside. You just get that value, or user may be entering the attendance, or some other system also may be entering the value into that. So take that value and populate here, then just click on OK. So you will be getting that. So that kind of things you can use this thing. So once it is done, you just activate the model and then you just go to the data preview. This is in a nutshell how to create your uh, calculate input parameters and use that in a calculated column and that in a analytic view. So now we will go to variable. So what is a variable? This is all about input parameter. Now variable. Variable this is used to filter the data to be reported. It is a data to be reported. It is a dynamic filter. Suppose as a manager of a branch, I want to see only that branch. Yes. City office. So I want to search the results, or I want only I want the report for only my branch. Then how can I do that? And some X wants to, other manager from the other city wants his. For example, I am from Hyderabad, or somebody from Los Angeles, and somebody from Cincinnati, somebody from New York. So different managers from the different cities want the respective cities information only. They don't want the other city information or anything else other than their cities. So in this kind of scenarios, how do? We have to use variables, or you have to create a report for each of them individually and provide them. That is consuming a lot of development effort, right? We should create once and use in multiple scenarios with any kind of situation. So HANA provides you that kind of facility. But if I am hard coded that value inside the report, it is only generated for Los Angeles today and Cincinnati. I have to have two different reports if I am restricting the values in the data to be populated statically within the code. But this should not be the case, right? So whenever if you want to do it for the different things separately, if this you are giving the privilege to the end user so that he can enter the city name. As soon as the person is entered your city name, he is going to filter the data or get the data only for the particular city. So for this reason, we can use variables in analytic views. So let us see how to create this variable in an analytic view and how to use that. It is a very simple, straightforward mechanism where I'm just taking the existing, just now whatever the analytic view we have created, we are going to take the same thing here. So I'm going to this thing and just click on your foundation. You go to your semantics here. Or your logical join, you click on your logical join. When you click on your logical join, you have this plus icon here in the output. Sorry. Okay, so go to semantics. So in the semantics, you have here